Hello, everybody. It's Christina Fasonic. I'm broadcasting live from Wheeling, West Virginia, and I am outside this evening and glad to be so. My co-host is here with me, Damian Dressick. Hello, Damian.
Hey, Christina. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, and I'm not outside because it'd be raining on my head.
Is it raining there?
It's drizzling.
Oh, it is here too, but I have a roof, so I'm good. So tonight we have a great reader that I have probably walked circles around by several times because we have similar interests and we've been in similar places like Ohio University. So tonight we have Kari Gunter-Seymour, and let me pull up her bio. She is a 9th generation Appalachian, which is very cool, with the last 3 generations putting down roots in Athens County, Ohio, which of course is where Ohio University is. Her new poetry collection, A Place So Deep Inside America It Can't Be Seen, is forthcoming from Sheila-Na-Gig Editions in April 2020, so it must be out. Yes, it is out. I saw a picture of it, and she'll tell us more about that. And the interesting connection there is that my friend Haley Haugen runs Sheila-Na-Gig. So there's all kinds of connections if you just wait for them to connect, I guess. She is the founder and executive director of the Women of Appalachia Project, a retired instructor in the Scripps School of Journalism at Ohio University, and Athens, Ohio Poet Laureate. Quite an honor. So anything you'd like to add before we bring Kari on to do her work?
Oh, I took a look at some of the wonderful things that people had to say about this collection, and they had some really positive things to say about what she's doing, this kind of bringing together traditional ways and what is becoming the new Appalachia. And I think it's a really compelling topic. So many authors have addressed this over the last 25 years, and I'm really just curious to see this brand spanking new take on it. I think this book is the cover. I think it's still in a box that she was like showing the box on Facebook. So we're going to be, it's a treat. We're bringing you new work.
Yeah. So hello.
Oh, hi. Can you hear
Kari,
me?
how are you?
Can you see me?
Yes,
we can.
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
How are you this evening?
I'm great. How are you all?
Great. Is it raining in Athens?
It is not yet. Actually, we have a beautiful sunset right now. And so I'm trying to work with the light here so that there's not this big right on my face, you know. So
it's the best way to be blinded by the light, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
A gorgeous sunset.
Yeah, I love that. I guess I set you perfectly up for that, didn't I?
Yes, and I just happened to be ready. So I think we're ready. Are we ready, Damian?
I think we're ready.
Okay.
All right, we're stepping off, and show us what you got, Kari. We can't wait to listen.
Okay. Well, you are correct. The book is here, and I'm very excited about it. I can't quite get, yes, here we go. A Place So Deep Inside America It Can't Be Seen. So you can kind of see the cover. And as Christina mentioned, this is through Sheila-Na-Gig Editions, which is just inside Kentucky, the other side of Ironton. And it is Haley Mitchell Haugen, who is my editor and publisher. And so I really appreciate that. So I'm going to read the anchor poem to get started with. It's called, I Come From a Place So Deep Inside America It Can't Be Seen. White oaks thrash, moonlight drifts the ceiling as if I'm underwater. Propane coils, warms my bones. Gone are the magics and songs, all the things our grandmothers buried, piles of feathers and angel bones, inscribed by all who came before. When I was 12, my cousins called me ugly, enough to make it last. Tonight, a celebrity on Oprah imagines a future where features can be removed and replaced on a whim. A moth presses wings thin as paper against my window, more beautiful than I could ever be. Ryegrass raised seedy heads beyond the bull thistle and preen. Everything alive aches for more. So there are serious poems in here. There are a lot of serious poems and lots and lots of characters in this particular book. As we all find in Appalachia, we have so many people that come into our lives. And what I've done is I've taken several people, a lot of them in my family, and kind of mushed them together and made them into characters or doubled up on characters. But anyway, one of the characters is a woman called Fanny June. And my step-grandmother was named Fanny, and my birthday is in June. So that kind of gives you a little idea of what I'm doing here. I'm taking some liberties, but this is called Perfect Pitch. I rode middle school bound in the back seat of Fanny June's station wagon, listening to her and her sister sing Jolene, trading verses, harmonizing on the chorus. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. A few years later, it was 9:25. They were fired up, and it was Dolly's doing. This was rural Ohio, the bottom lip of northern Appalachia, right shy of Perry Como country. The women in the family worked the TS trim factory, spitting out Honda car parts. Started out on the assembly line, worked their way up to paint, then detailing, then welding. The physical labor made their bodies strong, their future bright, and like Dolly, they weren't taking any shit. They learned early on about strikes and picket lines, how important it was to organize and vote. Brave women in the workforce, determined to see their daughters inside college classrooms the hell out of Factory Row. I didn't know then I was under the wing of a feminist taking back her power. Like Dolly, Fanny June would never use that word, no matter how much she embodied it. She was proud to hang up her welder's helmet, end of shift, pick up her paycheck, sing in the front seat of a station wagon with women she loved. And I'm thinking I have time for just one more. And so just to give you another little taste of what this little book is about, is it shifts back and forth in time. And as I said, it has many characters in it. And so this poem is called As the Twig is Bent. Honeysuckle spiked early this year. The dogwood leaved by only half. My grandmother would say these are signs of consequence. The significance long lost to me, along with many mountain ways. My red-handled shovel offers up a smooth white pebble I place on my tongue, tasting of storm, of dusty teacups, a revelation between clenched teeth, shoulders hunched. My body is a poem of rusty spine and thinning blood, words piled 100 apologies deep. Generations pass and still we toil, scratch at scars, lose track of the path home. A downy woodpecker probes a sculpted trunk. Clouds swell. The rain stings. So I think that's probably my time. Just loved being here. I hope y'all find it in your heart to maybe purchase a copy of my book.
Thank you so much. We are back with you again. Wonderful reading.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and I was wondering if you could tell our audience a little something about the work that you do with women in Appalachia.
Oh, I'd love to.
Sorry to put you on the spot, but I know that you're very passionate about that.
I am passionate about it. Just a little over 11 years ago, I was trying really hard to get some poems published, to get some of my photography in art shows. And I kept getting back these rejections that said things like trying too hard to be ethnic or a little too colorful or just crazy stuff. And I said to myself, well, I could do an art show. I can hold a poetry reading. Why not? And so I took it upon myself to go to the Multicultural Center at Ohio University and started working with the director there, who's now the director, Winsome Chunu. And she had the courage to take on this project its first year, and we started with 5 visual artists and 4 spoken word artists. And this year will be our 12th year. Yes, last year was our 11th year. We had 59 spoken word artists. And the year before that, we had 56 fine art. And so it's just grown and grown and grown. And basically what we do is we run around all over the place, Ohio, West Virginia, and Kentucky, to many, many venues, and just share our art. And by doing so, we challenge the stereotype of what not only outsiders, but also insiders think about Appalachian women. And so that's our goal.
No, that sounds really great. I love the fact that you're saying we can do this and we can make this poetry, we can make these visual artifacts. And we're from here and taking them out among the people and sort of giving them, and it's very inspirational. I mean, I love, I really love Signs of Consequence. I imagine an entire novel hearing that one phrase. And I think you've also given us perhaps our motto. We don't have a motto here at the WCONA Writers Series, but I thought maybe we could steal one from you if it's okay.
I'd love that. I'd be honored.
Don't take no shit.
Yes, that's right. Don't take no shit.
So it's a good motto.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Kari, for coming on. We loved your reading.
It was my joy, and I'm so honored. And thank you for doing this. I have been enjoying this so much. It's just bringing me, when you get in the mopes, the blues, whatever you want to call it, and then this pops on, you're just like, oh, yes, yay. So thank you so much.
We have been so fortunate to have so many writers that are able to share their work. And we've also, Christine and I have both been blown away by the audience response. Like, I think people are hungry for people serving up, serving up quality literature. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's the authenticity of it, that I'm responding to. All of it is so deeply heartfelt. And it's intended to lift up everyone, not just ourselves as we are readers, but to lift up everyone.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, thanks again. We loved your reading.
Okay, thank you, Damien.
Thanks. We'll see you back on Monday evening. Thanks a lot, y'all.